Oh boy. Based off of the title of this video, I gotta clean myself off, so I'm gonna make this quick. We got Xavier lying on the ground. Yeah, you know, the place where he has spent a fair share of his screen time on this season. I'll be honest though, despite him keeping that time on the ground average up these past few episodes, I like what we got out of Xavier this episode. We obviously can't expect him to get over the loss of his best friend. He has a bit of survival guilt along with being lost with what to do, and the unhealthy way that he's gone about Magneto's death. But fuck all of that character writing shit for a moment. We actually got to see some chair combat this episode. Literally the most that he's done this season besides falling out of his chair and screaming when people perform psychic counterattacks. Sometimes it really makes me wonder why psychics are so damn weak in this show. Don't get me wrong, Jean for instance has done a far better job than she did in the original run of this show, but I can't forget that episode where Mojo teleported the X-Men, but before Jean got teleported she tried running away and tripped on a fucking cord. The incompetence! I'm on an early tangent here, but people used to give her shit for constantly feigning from using her powers. But this man Xavier stayed screaming as if he was being tortured when he used his powers.
Not again! Who are you? Power! Incredible power!
He was almost as bad as Jean back then. Anyway, Xavier knows just how much of a crutch he's been this season, so he wasted no time upgrading his funky ass chair to do something. If Penguin can have an umbrella gun, Xavier can have himself a chair gun. I see no problem with him keeping himself strapped with them stormtrooper laser blasts. You just know he's never gonna use that shit again for the rest of the series. I'm calling it right now. The trauma beam isn't always gonna work, but he's definitely gonna fall back on his old reliable. The whole time Polaris is like Xavier is made of sterner stuff, I'm there like, babe, you've been gone for a long time. If only you've seen what we've seen. Jokes aside, it's crazy to see how Xavier's emotional state with the loss of Magneto basically birthed Danger here. You gotta imagine that after this whole situation with Danger nearly wasting them, that Xavier would stray away from making another Danger Room, right? Yeah, it has its perks and has been instrumental in the X-Men's training, but you're asking for bad shit to go awry by recreating the Danger Room. Moving on, it's always a delight to see my pistachio queen doing queen shit and being back to where she belongs. You already know she's Xavier's favorite student now with Magneto dead. Going back to the trauma beam, it was nice seeing it actually do some good when Xavier gave Magneto's character arc flashback to Lorna. A reverse trauma beam if you will. It's not like the reverse trauma beam made her an Omega level mutant like her father, but it still served its purpose. I don't play Marvel Rivals, but I imagine that Xavier would be a support character. I'm joking when I give Xavier a lot of shit because on paper, yeah, he could give most people a brain aneurysm if he wanted to, but he's not an on-the-field character. That's not his purpose. Helping Polaris in this moment so she could save the day is more of Xavier's speed. Expecting Xavier to just mindfuck everyone to get the win is not realistic. I love seeing the school actually have students roaming around. Thought it was funny seeing how immediately after Xavier appoints Storm as the head mistress of the school, things go to shit and students are narrowly killed. If the X-Men were corporate, Storm would have been fired the moment Xavier got back from Genosha. You know, every time I say that this show moves so damn quickly, I end up seeing shit like the X-Corp building popping out of nowhere and really have to question just how much time has passed. To have this whole ass building standing tall in Genosha already when everyone just got back to the present is wild. It makes you wonder just what the hell Apocalypse has been doing this entire time. As dope as this entire episode was, from Polaris being the pistachio queen and Xavier locking back in, I creamed myself in that final minute of the episode. Oh my god. He's finally here. Bro, Seeing Gambit after 2 years when you knew he was gonna end up coming back from the final scene in Season 1's finale, but all you could do was wait. Ooh, it feels so good, man. This shit really got me hyped. I keep saying this, but Wolverine, Magneto, and Rogue aside, Gambit is one of my favorite X-Men characters, man. It's kind of a package deal with him and Rogue, but boy, I'm ready. I'm ready. I am ready for the soap opera shit that's gonna be dialed up to 11. I'm ready for Logan to call Gambit a dirty Cajun like it's a slur. Although a part of me kinda dreads how this is gonna affect Rogue. As chopped as N-Sub and Noor became with the celestial tech, it's nice to see that Gambit won't be looking like a clown. I gotta give Apocalypse a little bit of props here. He really could have been a hater and had Gambit as chopped as him. But even Apocalypse knows a bad bitch. And Remy is a bad bitch.